分钟后，比赛将正式开始。请您尽快就座，让我们一起为运动员热情加油，为精彩赛事。
Mixed ultimate teams competition. It's gold medal day, and after a scintillating tournament, we are down to this: the finals in mixed ultimate competition, with Canada unbeaten in qualifying up against the unbeaten and the defending champions, the USA. And what a North American final this promises to be. That gold medal showdown at 17:30 local. But to get the day rolling, the bronze medal playoff between the two best teams in Europe. It's France, it's Germany, and with me in commentary, the great man, Charlie Eisenhood. Charlie, it's a big day.
Brendan, it's been building to this for 4 days. So excited to get the medal rounds underway, and what a moment here for European Ultimate. Europe has never had a medalist here at the World Games, dating all the way back to 2001. And today they're guaranteed to walk away with one. And we've kind of seen the balance of power shift in the world away from some of the traditional powerhouses towards Europe. And so Germany or France will walk away with a bronze medal and the bragging rights in Europe.
Well, I guess really the Cinderella story would probably have to be Germany. They finished 4th last time. They beat the USA in qualifying on the way through, only to be pipped at the post by Canada to finish in 4th position and off the podium. By rights and by justice, theoretically, it's Germany.
Yeah, and you know, I think they're the slight favorite in today's game, but they're missing some of the top players in their country on the roster, and yet they've managed to get all the way back to this same spot where they were 3 years ago. And you know, with players like Konrad Schlor, Lev Kowalczak leading the way, I certainly think that they've got a great chance. But France has been the strongest team in Europe for a couple of years now. You think about the youth program that's pushing all of these young players, including onto this French side, multiple players who are eligible for the under-20 World Championships, winning gold at the Beach Championships, winning gold at U20s in the girls division. Now an opportunity to take home a bronze medal.
And there is the glittering prize for these two teams, Germany versus France. It's bronze medal game, and it's just minutes away here at the World Games 2025 in Chengdu. Speaking about France, Charlie, huge improvement by them. I mean, they were knocked around in the playoffs in Birmingham. They finished 7th, and here they are now tapping on the door. What have the French been doing in the intervening years?
Well, it's been a combination of really intentionally developing this national team and committing to mixed high-level competition. But it's also just about the talent itself. I mean, there are so many players under the age of 25 on this team that were not here 3 years ago. And in large part, those are the best players on this roster. So if you're talking about an Elliot Bonnet, you're talking about a Chloe Vallet, Zoe Forget is 20 years old. So super bright future. I think a bronze would be a really great effort for them here in 2025. Looking ahead to 2029, they're going to think that they can win a gold medal, and I think that's certainly a realistic possibility.
So that's the bronze medal in prospect, and also the gold shortly. Just quickly, Charlie, bring us up to speed on earlier results from earlier on today. It was Australia-Colombia for that decision, 5th, 6th. In the end, the Aussies got their second win of the tournament. It was 13-11 over Colombia. Late in the game, the Aussies came good, but they stumbled early.
Yeah, you know, it's nice to win a couple games in consolation, come away finishing in 5th place. I do think there's going to be a lot of questions about how they want to build their team and to set up their structures moving forward because of how disappointing they were in pool play. Ultimately, they just had a very difficult pool, and I think that they showed that they could rise to the occasion against some of the weaker teams that I saw in the consolation.
And then an interesting clash between the two Asian teams here, Japan and China getting closer again to Japan. It was only 1 goal in the end. Japan 13, China 12. The Chinese team take a lot away from this.
Yeah, universe point finish, super exciting. China being as competitive as they were here, I think is a big surprise, and they're going to feel so motivated to continue improving, to try to get themselves into this event in 4 years when they'll have to qualify directly and not be able to come in as the host city. And that's a tall task because the depth of the skill in China right now is still a little bit lower, but clearly the top end very much up to the task. And they do go winless, but they were in a lot of games throughout this tournament and had a great chance to win today against Japan.
We're getting the two teams lined up here, and the German machine. There's Preen, Nikki Preen. You know what a performer she is now. 36 years of age, Charlie, the number 2.
Yeah, she's been so steady for them, and one of the primary defenders for this team, Paul Herkens, has been phenomenal this week.
Schutz as well alongside him. Greenwald made a big impact on the Gold Coast a little while ago. Big 14-goal haul by him back there. Wallison, U.S. connections there, Charlie.
Yep, lives in Washington, D.C. Then the talisman in the backfield for the offense, Nico Muller, going to need to have a big day.
Indeed, and alongside him, Ava Muller as well. Sontag here.
I just love how they've built this German team, you know, despite missing some of the top players like an Anna Gerner from 3 years ago. They have found some diamonds in the rough and built a team that can really compete, and they've got a chance to walk away with hardware.
Superstar there, Walczak with the visor, number 42. Schlur as well, another big performer. They're going to want a lot out of him. And Charlotte Schall alongside of him. Metzger, 77. National team in 2022. He broke into the national team. And this guy, Diekman, as well. Heidi's Heidelberg club. We don't know totally much about Diekman coming in here, but he's certainly been a bit of a force.
Strong receiver, and I think he's played his role beautifully. He's been able to get open in the end zone, and when teams back him and try to push him underneath, he's provided an outlet.
So here's our French team then. Riol and their talisman, Anselin, watering the small seeds of French ultimate, he says. Lachey alongside.
Number 9 there, Paul Benveillen, has been one of the star handlers at this tournament, and then arguably the best player here, number 11, Elliot Bonnet, with his glasses. We'll be seeing a lot of him today. Camille Blanc, 17, and Lisanne Bourneau's had a wonderful tournament.
Has indeed. But Sokolsky alongside, also there or thereabouts. Chloe Olivier, Ralou, Valet. When she's not out on playing Frisbee, she's a software engineer. Senguennek, number 33, watch out for him.
Roblet got the injury. He won't be playing in today's match.
And here's the 20-year-old that Charlie was just mentioning, Zoe Forget. L'équipe française up against the German team here this afternoon. This is the bronze medal showdown. Excited, Charlie?
So excited. I mean, this is going to be a fantastic game. A lot of these players play with and against each other in Europe. A lot of familiarity. And this won't be your typical consolation match where maybe you take your foot off the gas on the intensity meter a little bit. No, I think these teams want to walk away with a medal, and there's the classic French run to the end zone, ready to go.
They're very enthusiastic. I must say that Anselin's going to have to play a big role here. Whenever the going gets tough, look to the French number 7, Anselin. He really is the talisman of this team. Likewise in the German team here, Walczak, the number 42 captain, Schlow alongside her co-captains in the German side. There's their progress through the rounds, and just denied by the United States in that 12-13 loss, Charlie.
Yeah, and it's one of the reasons that I think Canada may be considered a very, very slight favorite in today's game. Depends on who you ask. I mean, Canada certainly played the better ultimate so far, but it's going to be the number 1 defense of the USA going up against the number 1 offense of Canada in that gold medal match. Fascinated to see how this bronze match turns out, though. I think the French, perhaps a slight advantage on the women's side. The Germans, slight advantage on the men's side overall. But could Elliot Bonnet be the difference maker for France? We will find out.
France get things underway here, and they send it up to the German offensive team, and away come the Germans. Bronze medal action aplenty. Muller in the center of the field, looking around for some options. Down the line they go. Schall just getting hold of it. Walczak on the move, not going to go there for the moment. Back to Muller inside. Schall doubling up with her. Round the corner. Muller, obviously. 83 is Diekmann, looking good. 12 is 3. They've got a whole host of German attackers free. In the end, it's Metzger. Comes away with the first goal for Germany.
Got a little, got to pick him up off the floor celebration going on there as Walczak runs over. Yeah, great opening point for Germany. You see 3 German receivers could have caught this disc.
So what are they doing out there, Charlie, and why aren't they covered?
Well, I think just good attacking in continuation and the disc getting over to that break side. Once the disc on the break side and Diekmann able to throw that backhand up high and around, makes it really difficult for the French to stay with.
I've got a feeling that they're also watching Walczak as well, that was making some big moves down in that end zone. I think they were trying to cover her, and these guys got away on that wing side. Anyway, the upshot is it's Metzger who's got the first goal. So Germany away. Now it's their turn for France to come back and see if they can reply. Perkins got the disc in his hand. Breeze just picking up out here. Couple of sports being affected by rain. We're not going to go there, Charlie. We don't want to think about rain here at the moment. And Herkins lobs that real long. And this Breeze just picking up a little bit here, just flights it sideline and down near the end zone. So France on the attack for the first time in this bronze medal showdown. Nerves, trying to get hold of this disc early, everybody, I'm sure, just to get and wring out the nerves in bronze medal country. Round the corner they come. Bonnet already involved in the action. Across field, France looking for options. Down the field they come. Podkolowski already involved. France just tapping it around at the moment, looking good. Bevignier is there as well. Here he is, over the top. And it's a nice, so it's an immediate reply from the French. Podkolowski there. It's another goal for France.
Nice smooth offense from the French. They move it around, not trying to take any dangerous passes. They get it back to the Benvenyen, their center handler. And he sees Podkolowski with a step. And a really nice throw to get that up high in the air, but kind of fading right back to where Podkolowski could high point it. Not giving a chance for the defense to catch up.
One apiece. So both offensive teams doing their thing here.
So after the score, Stangenek will stay out and pull for this French defense.
France on the sideline employing their fans to get behind them and maybe rope in a few Chinese spectators as well. Here comes Germany. Muller sending it down to Metzger. Metzger around the corner. Building slowly, the Germans. Diekmann is there. Back to Metzger, midfield. Schall moving. Here she is on the end of that. No problems at all. Muller down the side. Slips momentarily, so she goes inside. Metzger again. Going long. Going super long. Schleur on the end of it. Schleur grabs it. Germany goal number 2.
Well, I think we might see the superstars for these teams be the deciding factor. Early involvement from Konrad Schleur, just getting behind 3 defenders. They send the help. It doesn't matter. That's an easy play for Schleur. Stangenek late and a little foul on top of things. You can see just a nice move in the lane to get some separation from Stangenek and a beautiful shot from Metzger.
Boy, they set it up nicely, didn't they?
Yeah, that's...
And again, they've got the French have got the defense there, but they're about a meter or meter and a half too slow.
It's, I mean, and that's just good cutting from Konrad Schleur. He gets into the lane, he makes a little move. Stangenek sitting a little bit too much on the under, so he takes off for the end zone, and a really nice throw for Metzger to make it a comfortable catch.
Okay, the offensive teams, both sides, doing the job here at the moment. Back they come. Here come Les Bleus, the French team now, going to have a crack. Bevignier sets up at the back here. Options downfield, still a little bit wide and still a little bit close. Looking inside. And that's a little bit loose, but under control, luckily for France. Trying to hold things up here. Roulet under a little bit of pressure. Back to Bevignier. Good control. Now here's a long bomb, and they're going to have to motor. Bonnet is there, but it's too long for him. 3 German defenders covering, and they were all 2 meters too slow, Charlie.
It was almost identical to what we just saw from the Germans, but the throw a little too much. If that had had a little less on it, I said, easy play for Bonnet. So first break chance in this game goes to the Germans.
Here they come. Germany up 2-1 at the moment. Break chance here. The French have given up possession. So what can the German D do? The German defensive side now going to try and get a goal on the French. And that'll be the break for those of you new to Ultimate. And this is nice. Build up by Germany. Just having a look. Wolczyk's around. They're going inside. Sontag around the corner. Germany building up slowly. Nothing too speedy at the moment. Müller inside. Across the field goes Sontag, and that is just uncharacteristic. So France have wrested it back. Break opportunity is gone. See whether France can complete now. Maybe some bronze medal nerves here, Charlie.
Oh, and a little foul call in the backfield. Ballet doesn't like the contact from Wolczyk, and there wasn't a whole lot there. I think Ballet may be somewhat frustrated by the good defense of Wolczyk. Wolczyk's not going to contest. It's an accepted foul. A violation here as Ballet started before Wolczyk was set. This is going to be challenging, these resets with Wolczyk in the backfield.
Bevignier then. Across to Bonnet, and again a little flick over the top, and that's a nice completion, a nice 1-2 between the number 9 and 11.
Bevignier has been so good at finding the right moments to attack the end zone as a cutter and come out of the backfield instead of waiting back to get a reset. See the simple drop on the sideline. Erdmann just going for the claw catch instead of the clap. And so Bevignier explodes up the line, and he's just able to win the foot race against Sontag, and a nice put there from Bonnet.
A nice little 1-2 between these 2 French stars. It's all even here in the bronze medal showdown. The World Games 2025 Chengdu.
Brendan, it's the windiest it's been the whole week right now. The flags in the back of the end zone are whipping pretty good. It's probably 10 to 15 kilometers an hour at the moment. And we've seen it swirling a bit this week. It's a downwind point for the Germans going left to right.
Indeed, so they've just got to temper a little bit. None of this 100% stuff downwind. Metzger over the top to Wolczyk. Wolczyk got options down the line. No, she's going to go. She'll take the meters. Metzger. Diekman. Midfield. Metzger again. Stadium side, down the line. Nice hole. Good control. That was Preen. Very experienced. Wolczyk around the side to Schall. Just misses. Schall just short by a quarter of a meter, Charlie.
The Germans were doing a great job of punishing the poaches by just hitting the open player, and that was a good option there for Wolczyk. She just missed the throw.
Fast counter-attack by the French. They're coming for 2 Germans up there. One of them is the big boy. Diekman is there, thwarting the attack at the moment for France. Handover. Germany got it back again. What can they do? Müller now. France beginning to throw it at them. Germany coming back. Controlled. This is a little wild. Gives it away to the French. French under control. Here they come. A big chance here for France. Options inside. Bang. Thank you very much indeed. France get it. Charlie.
break number 1. Allez les Bleus. And just like that, France taking advantage of some sloppy mistakes from the Germans in the windier conditions. And Stangenek and Ruel leading the way into the end zone. And Stangenek sends it in for Chloe Olivier for her first goal. And that's big. That's an upwind break.
So France then and Olivier convert their first opportunity. Just a few little errors down there, and Charles just not getting on the attack on the end of the Walczak pass.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if there was a slight hesitation in the cut or if the throw itself was just not on target.
Or the wind.
Yeah, certainly the wind. I mean, it's a tough adjustment because in warm-ups, it was not this windy. So players are going to have to be adjusting on the fly to the windier conditions than we've seen at any point this week.
Wow. Big pull here by the French. Wonder whether there's a little bit of strategy in that, Charlie.
Yeah, it's a beautiful pull. Just taking advantage of the downwind to stick a blade into the ground, make it really hard to catch, and now you get to set your defense on the goal line.
So Metzger then trying to bring it out. The Germans going to try and work it up this 100 meters. Diekman in control, stadium side, looking for options. Goes inside to the ever-reliable Muller, around the corner. This is Schleur. Schall's got control now, looking for options, can go inside. Looking at Schutz, doesn't go there. Diekman is free, goes longer, it's 2-1. Germany over France. It's a big pull, it's a big grab, and France come down with it.
They both got a hand on it.
Schleur there reckons he's got it over the top of Real.
So Ruel, he keeps his, that was very funny there as Schleur puts Ruel's hand back on the disc. Who got it first? Wow, that's close. Ties go to the offense, Brendan, but let's see it one more time. I mean, I gotta say, it does look like Ruel maybe gets his hand squeezed onto it just a slight moment before, but they're gonna call it a tie. Schleur will keep possession.
Okay, so it was a good turnaround by Germany. Muller now, Schleur moving up. They got 3 deep. They got Diekman on the far side if they want him. Diekman is lurking in the back of the zone. There he is. Diekman gets it. They saw him. Diekman did the job.
Yeah, not exactly a clean possession there for the Germans. They did a nice job getting off of the end zone line, but then a speculative huck into coverage gets bailed out by Schleur. But in the end, another nice play from David Metzger, and he has had a fantastic tournament overall. It's now 2 assists for Metzger, a goal, and Diekman makes himself available once again.
So they tied up 3 apiece, but the break belongs to France. It's all action here in the bronze medal showdown between these 2 top European teams. France, who finished 7th last time at the World Games. Germany, the bridesmaid, trying to get up onto the podium here this afternoon when they finished 4th last time, despite beating the USA on the way through to that 4th place finish. They will feel that the bronze medal, by rights, should be theirs, but France is saying, you come and earn it. Germany invite France to come and have another crack at them. That's another roller here, out the back, Charlie.
Yeah, both teams are doing the right thing, which is using the wind to help push those poles. You're able to throw it more vertical like that. It becomes difficult to catch and start the offense in a nice rhythm. Instead, the defense gets to have the advantage by getting fully set up. France up 1 break to none.
So here they come, 100 meters to go. Up the far stadium sideline they are. Options on the inside. Podkolowski looking around, taking some work. France just shoving it around. Great interference there by Germany. They'll take that. Pretty happy as well. Germans desperate at the moment.
Wow, what a play by Paul Herkins, blowing up Bonnet on the sideline.
So the Germans then with a real opportunity. Schleur with it. Here's Metzger. 5 Germans in the zone. Metzger going wide, hard and fast. Walczak looking inside, not going there at the moment. Herkens looking for some work. Boom, thank you very much indeed. Germany convert, they got it back, Charlie.
We're right back on serve.
Metzger the man.
Eva Muller finds David Metzger, who's now got 2 goals and 2 assists. And that is just elite individual defense by Paul Herkens, who I think got his maybe 5th layout under D, and this time on arguably the best offensive player at the tournament in Elliot Bonnet. And Bonnet had beaten him to that spot 2 or 3 times already in this game. And on this last look, he's able to get the gigantic block, and into the end zone go the Germans.
Wow, it's good. It is really good. It is just so even, this thing. Germany 4, France 3. All right, Germany then have scored, so they now will hand over the disc. Upwind pull, you can see how it just sort of floats to a gentle standstill.
And you can see the difference in the pulling because of the wind conditions right now.
But again, looks like an offside call.
Yes.
Charlie, explain for us.
Well, the German team crossed the line before the pull was released. That means that the offense gets to begin with a yardage advantage at the brick mark.
So they're 20 meters inside the half as France now set off. Going to try and do a little bit of magic, and that was a little bit difficult. Potts, Sokolowski inside. Here's France setting up, taking it easy, not rushing too much at the moment. Lashy around the corner, looking nice. Bonnet down the line, looking for his buddy Benvenier, but that is far too long, and I don't think they made an adjustment for the wind there, Charlie.
Yeah, that one was probably a turnover even if there was no wind. Just way too much on the forehand from Bonnet. You wonder if he's still thinking a little bit about the previous play. Break chance number 2 for Germany.
Here they come, Germany just putting it together nice and solid here. Nothing spectacular, but boy, oh boy, they don't need passes like that. They've got to keep this under control. Germany going long again. They've got Sonntag up here. They got Sonntag denied. Bevenier.
Wow.
But he reckons he's been interfered with.
No, I don't think he's calling a foul. He's just apologizing for not making the play against the much shorter Benvenier. And that was an incredible throw from Eva Muller into the wind. And somehow Sonntag just didn't go up and make a play. Benvenier, tremendous defensive effort.
Bevenier then, he's everywhere at the moment. He's the go-to guy for France. They've got possession again, so let's see whether they can complete this. Going outside to Bonnet here, looking for some assistance. Germans all over him. Pop him over the front. They better watch that sort of play because Herkens is lurking. Here they go. This is nice. Bonnet this time. Oh, thank you very much, he says. Merci beaucoup.
That's as good as it gets right there. A platter huck from Benvenier, and Bonnet able to just cruise into an easy score. And this is what the French want. They want Bonnet getting loose deep and Benvenier throwing the hucks. Look at how beautiful this huck is, and he just walks it in.
That was too easy. That was gorgeous. He would have been so thrilled to have seen that. He knows he's got the German well and truly beat there. And Bonnet will take that any day of the week. And his good buddy on the sideline, Robles, decimated by that ACL a couple of days ago.
Yeah, it's a real credit to the French for getting themselves into this game despite having to play down a player. Robles, one of their absolute best defensive players.
Here come the Germans. Metzger.
Hand block.
Incredible. Here come the French. Valet inside. Hanselin on the park. Here is the talisman himself setting something up. He's got 4 options inside. not going there at the moment. The Germans storming into that end zone. Olivier looking for Ansel, and Ansel off his feet, and thank you, Franson again. We're all there.
Ancelin going to the ground to find Ruel with the around backhand break after the beautiful hand block from Leo Stangenek. And look at this throw, fully committed.
I tell you what, Charlie, when Ancelin gets going, they get going.
He is such an important leader for this defensive unit. And I hope we get to take another look at the block from Stangenek, just stuffing the throw from Schlur. And we got some back and forth action here. A couple lead changes in the early goings. France now back up the break.
So they will hand the disc down to the Germans. Let's see whether they get this big pull roller happening again. There's definitely an option, but it looks like Bonnet is going to stop it. He has. Germany through Muller. Going long, big and long. Germany on the end of it. And it's fantastic for Hawkins. The big boy pulls it down. Germany, 2 shots, 1 goal, 5 apiece.
Herkens winning the Bonnet matchup today. Wow. A big shot from Muller, taking the risk to test. And you see Herkens check his back shoulder, hold Bonnet off with the body, and go up strong with the left hand. Great technique. And as great in the air as Bonnet is, Herkens too big and strong.
Loses his cap in the process, so Herkens over the top. It's 5 apiece. Neither team giving any quarter here whatsoever. It's bronze medal time at the World Games 2025 here in Chengdu. Man of the moment, Herkens with the disc in his hand, going to give it back to the French offensive team. Herkens, big, long, almost stadium roof height. Boom, it rolls out the back. France will be pinned on that end zone line again, Charlie.
And you can see both teams not even attempting to try to make a play on these pulls. They're just letting them land and roll out the back. Take your time, set up the offense.
And they've taken your point the other day. They've got a couple of discs out there now, so they don't have to wait for the player to go and retrieve. Were they listening to you?
I hope so, because you don't want them to roll all the way to the fence and delay the game for 2 minutes.
Let's go. Here comes France. Rocking and rolling. 5 apiece. Couldn't be closer. Benvenier now setting things up from the back. Needs something down the line. Gets there quite happily. Inside options he's got. Germans all over him at the moment. Kolowski round the corner to him again. Options down the line. Bonnet now, cap restored, inside. Coming cross field. This is good by France, nothing too extreme at the moment. Roulet under control. Lachey as well, looks nice, round the corner. Here comes France, looking to build something here. Nice, Germans absolutely putting in a big defensive effort here, trying to thwart this. Podkolowski goes backwards. Bevernier around the corner. Here's Podkolowski again. Goes hard, goes wide, doesn't get there. Pulls up short. Bevernier on the inside if he wants it. Not there, and that'll do it. Little 1-2, Charlie, as easy as you like. This combination, this guy's setting up here in picture at the moment.
Yeah, Benvenier has been really good in the red zone. I mean, whether he's throwing the scores or he's getting into the end zone, you see, he almost throws this one in for Sokolski just outside the end zone, and then he goes straight into the end zone. Now watch, they poach off, but he goes up and he curls around because he recognizes that Metzger is disc watching, and he's able to get a little easy pass right at the cone.
Yeah, he's sharp, all right. He is really sharp, and he's a great tactician.
If you just stare at the disc in the red zone, these teams are too good. They will punish you every time. He just curls right around the defender And a little clap catch.
Thank you very much indeed. So it's 6-5 France. We're in the final stanza here of the first half. It's bronze medal action time. The clock's got 45:55 on it. Heaps of time here. Very even, both teams, Charlie.
Neither team has led by more than a goal in this game. Germans with the early lead after receiving the opening pole. Then France takes a 3-2 lead. Germany breaks back to make it 4-3. France breaks back to make it 5-4. And here we are at 6-5.
Schall sending out to Wolczek. Wolczek, the champ, sending it long again. Here come the Germans. Is it going to be as simple as that? I think it is. Germany all over it again, courtesy of Schlür. How often has he done that?
Oh man, and with Bonnet in coverage once again. Bonnet getting taken to the house twice in a row by the German offense. And great shot from Wolczak. She's got no cover. Maybe gets away with a little bit of a shuffle step, but Schlür way out in front. I mean, Bonnet never had a chance in this one, and he continues to create separation deep.
Look at that Wolczak, though. Did you see her rip that backhand?
Super powerful throw up into the wind with the backhand. And you can't leave that short, because Bonnet, if he can get any kind of position at all, likely to be able to get a block. 6
apiece here. The World Games 2025. It's bronze medal action time. It's Germany against France, the two top European teams. Germany finished 4th last time. They want to get up on the podium this time. France 7 at the last World Games. Big improvement by them. Here comes Germany, handing it off to the French. French attack. Big pull again, completely out of the end zone.
Crucial point here, 6-6. Next point taking half. Remember, the French have a 1-break lead. They will receive to start the second half, so if they can get this hold, that puts them in the driver's seat to win this bronze medal.
Because they could go to a pretty clever and handy lead early in the second half if they can convert here. Here comes France. Up the side of the stadium they come. And there's another big effort. The German has fallen over, and I tell you what, Stanguenek there, I'm just not sure whether Muller just lost the footing or whatever, but the French are going to take it, and they're going to take the lead into the end of the first half, Charlie.
They take a 1-break lead into the half, and a bold throw from Chloe Vallet, throwing out into space for Stanguenek with a very capable defender and Herkins on him, and Herkins just gets caught up running into the back of Stanguenek here. He doesn't expect the throw to go up, because at the point that it actually went up, Stanguenek was almost too deep already. But what a shot to get that to trail out to the outside shoulder, taking Herkins out of the play. A wonderful first half for France. They've got a 1-break lead as each of these teams vies to become the first European team to win a medal at the World Games.
Fantastic stuff. It's the World Games 2025 here in Chengdu. The crowd's in good voice. The teams are on fire. The top 2 European teams are going at it at the moment. That's the scoreline at the end of the first half. It's France 7. It's Germany 6. We've got 10 minutes to catch your breath. The World Games 2025 Chengdu. Ultimate flying disc competition. Bronze medal game when we come back.
运动线气象完全，现场的观众朋友们进入中场时刻，让我听到你们的尖叫声 ，Make some noise！ 首先我们要进行的是中场互动问答，我将在观众席抽取5名观众参与到我们的互动问答当中，回答问题正确的观众将有机会获得我们的奖品1份。 首先，让我们寻找第1位幸运观众。我们看看声音可以再大一点，让我们屏幕前的这位女士。对，没错，就是你。OK， 我们看向场边的题目。蜀绣蜀锦制造技艺被列入第1批国家级非物质文化遗产名录。A 正确 ，B 错误。你的选项是 A 选项。我们来看正确答案。 恭喜你回答正确。OK， 我们再找第2位观众。 这位女士，把衣服戴帽子的女士，我们来看场边的题目。中国文化遗产标志是什么 ？A. 太阳神鸟 B. 马踏飞燕 C. 百鸟朝凤 D. 跨步逐日。OK， 你选择的是 A 选项，我们来看正确答案。哦，恭喜你回答正确。OK， 现在是第3位观众。OK， 题目选的这位女士。我们看下面场面的问题。成都美食以麻辣著称，但实际上成都人历史上是先吃麻，再吃辣，是否正确 ？A 选项正确 ，B 选错误。选择 A 选项给我比个1。如果是 A 的话，可以用手指比个1。OK， 我们来看正确答案。恭喜你回答正确。OK， 我们再来找下一位观众。他们的声音可以再大一点。好，屏幕前的这位女士，团队飞盘比赛当中，标准的场地长度是多少 ？A 100米 ，B 120米。OK， 你选择的是 A 选项，我们来看正确答案。恭喜你回答正确。OK， 最后一位观众，屏幕前的这位女士，我们来看场上的题目。在团队飞盘的比赛中，每队在场上的队员人数是多少 ？A 5人 ，B 7人。OK， 选择是 B 选项，我们来看正确答案。恭喜你回答正确。现在我们看向场边大屏幕，跟着我们的大屏幕一起互动。全场的观众，再次让我听到你们的尖叫声。当大屏幕出现你声音的时候，可以尽情的挥舞你的双手。OK， dance， 让我们跟着音乐节奏一起摇摆。OK， 全场观众一起拍手。拍手！节奏加快，节奏加快。我们这边看来的观众同样是一起拍手。我们让更多的观众登上我们的大屏幕，比赛可以亲一下吗？是情侣的话，我们就亲一下好不好？
World Games 2025 Chengdu, it's mixed ultimate flying disc, it's bronze medal action time. We got 2 top European teams. They are going at it at the moment. And as they get to the break, it's France 7, Germany 6. Conditions out here changing a little bit as well. There's been rain about this magnificent city of 21 million people. And Charlie, you've noticed something down here on the park at the halftime break. What's going on?
Well, in French in particular, but even some of the German team out on the field throwing. And we haven't seen too much of that this week, partly perhaps because it's been so hot. But I think the French trying to get a little bit more of a feel for the winds, because it is windier than we've seen at any point in this past 5 days here in Chengdu. With storms in the area looming, we certainly hope to avoid any rain or lightning. want
The
to
good news is I can see a little bit of blue
existence.
sky up there, Charlie.
Yes, we sure can.
I'm a little bit worried about Robin and I did the other day when we seemed to bring the heavens down on us, but we can see blue skies.
So far, so good. Not a drop of rain in this game, and what a first half. I mean, just a super competitive overall half. We opened up with 3 clean holds. Then we had a kind of flurry of exchange of turnovers and breaks in that middle part of that first half. A break to the French, then Germans break back, France breaks back, and then 4 clean holds to close out with some huge high-flying action. Both teams looking to send it long, early and often, and we saw some fantastic deep shots. I mean, closing out that first half, Chloe Ballet with an absolute beauty to Leo Stangadek and Lev Kowalczak finding Conrad Schlar deep. Some star performances so far for David Metzger with 2 goals, 2 assists, and Paul Bevayen, the center handler for France. 2 goals, 2 assists, and a block, just 1 turnover. He's been phenomenal this week.
The other thing I need to say, or perhaps we need to discuss as well, Charlie, is the conditions out here. Slightly overcast, of course. No direct sunlight today. This breeze is bringing the temperature down. A lot more enjoyable, the conditions today, if you will. It's not quite as hot. It's not quite as steamy.
Oh, noticeably cooler now. And I think the players probably really happy to have a break from the direct sun and the high temperatures.
So if you're just joining us for the first time, then this is Ultimate Disc. It's the bronze medal playoff. It is Germany versus France. And as Charlie was saying, one of these 2 European teams could, for the first time ever, end up on the podium. Last time, Charlie, it was France finished 7th in the competition, Germany 4th. They're going to try and make amends this time.
Yeah, and both teams clearly so hungry to win this medal, to be the first team from Europe to be able to wear a medal around their neck at the World Games. And this game is going to go right down to the wire. I mean, I won't be surprised if we have a universe point. So even. Statistically, we've seen that. I mean, almost identical hold rates for the 2 teams leading into this game. Both teams with some really capable individual defenders. Herkens, what a first half he had.
Absolutely brilliant. He has the disc in hand. He was throwing himself around out there earlier on, the German number 10. So we're ready to rock and roll. The second half about to get underway. The World Games 2025, bronze medal action, Germany, France. It's France leading 7-6 as we resume this battle. France in possession. Their offensive team will come down, and as usual.
So another offsides called against Germany. It's a little bit sloppy from the Germans. You know, one time, okay, but to have it twice in a game, need to be a little bit more careful.
Benvenien then will bring it down. France trying to set up and consolidate. It would be a nice, handy 2-goal lead if their offensive side can get going here. Roulet on the inside offering some options. Stall counters on. They better get moving. They do. Bonnet up and receives the disc. As he does so, the wind just picking up a little bit more here. Benvenien across to Bonnet. Roulet as well. Boy, oh boy. Herkens again throwing himself around here this afternoon. He really is not scared of putting on the Jets. Roulet round the corner. France looking for options. Podkolowski across, and thank you. France get that break. They get the early goal, Charlie. It's 8-6.
Nice quick movement there from Podkolowski to shake free of Herkens and get into the end zone. A nice point all around. See the reset from Sokolski, and then I think feints going back into the backfield to get the disc again. We'll see it on this angle. See, just takes one jab step. Herkens completely turned around, and it's an easy score. So a huge hold out of half for France. This is the largest lead of the game for either team. It will be Germany with the onus on them to get a pair of breaks if they want to win this bronze medal. So
France then Sends the disc long. Very long up into the wind, but nevertheless down. Muller receives it. To Nico Muller. To Diekman. There's action way up front if they want to take advantage of this breeze. Schutz has it. Around the corner here to Greenwald. More action up front if they want it. One of the German players is down. I was out there earlier on, Charlie, and there are just a few little toughs. That's Diekman.
I think he got hit maybe in the face as he, and we come into that replay right after the contact happened there with Simon Ruel.
Anyway, Diekman's up and he goes flying down into the end zone now. He's open, he's a receiver. We got Muller around the corner now. Germany trying to build something up to Muller. This is Schleur now. Muller around the corner. Muller being absolutely covered by this French defense. And the game supervisor walks in just to clarify.
Well, he said it's coming in on 2, so he might start with 3, who knows?
Away they go. Muller gets on the end of that. Germany looking for some action down the line. And thank you very much indeed. Schutz is on the end of that. So Germany pull one back. Schutz on the end of it. It's 8-7 France.
Great timing on the cut from Lisa Schutz. After the big swing pass to Muller, he has to go all the way to the far sideline to reel this in, and then able to just zip one up the line. That's now 6 straight clean holds.
So Germany, as you would expect, not going away. And with a real champion who's got hold of the disc now, Walczek going to send it back into play and invite the French to come and have a crack. Germany looking for a break. They need a couple. And with Walczek out there, see whether she can get this defensive team going, Charlie.
Yeah, it's a strong D-line out for Germany.
France. Walczek floats it high. Germany trying to get up underneath it as well, just to hound the French. Make life difficult for them as they come down this 100 meters. Podkolowski around the corner. Traditional cap in place, that's nice. France just holding on at the moment. Bevenier comes in to relieve.
Travel called against Chloe Vallet.
So Vallet will take it again.
Players resetting.
Erdmann right in the face. Germany really trying to tighten things up here a little bit. As Bonnet, their go-to guy, gets into the action. Vallet again. France bringing it down the line. Bonnet, bit of a floater, it's okay. Roulet down the line, that's nice. Opening things up front if they want it. Not yet. France in field. Options. Got to be careful. Forget goes inside. Comes across again. Roulet just saves that one, and it's nice. France are in again. 1A there.
Patient. So patient. Lisanne Bourneau on the board for the first time in this game. Nice play from Salomé Roulet at this point. She gets a couple of key gaining passes. And Wojciechowski, little pump fake. And Lisanne Bourneau sneaking free.
He's everywhere, this guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's had a big impact on today's game. Second assist, a goal as well, and just a nice little backdoor cut on Wallison by Bourneau, who will stay out for defense.
Sasha Podsokolski, very, very important. Okay, So it's France 9, Germany 7.
Big point there from Elliot Bonnet as well, providing some critical underneath cuts to keep the offense flowing.
Here comes the German offense then. Walczak stays out. Diekmann is there as well. Muller will accept the disc. It goes out, so they have the opportunity to move it up onto that brick mark, 20 meters off their end zone. Midfield gives them some options. Diekmann lurking, and they go to Diekmann straight away. Gets a bit of a break. Walczak, Diekmann beginning to move downfield real fast. Muller can see him, but he's going crossfield at the moment. Diekmann is free if they want him. He's in zone at the moment, not going there. Coming back to Schutz. Over the road they go. Here's Germany. Muller. Diekmann. He was there. He was waiting. They set that up. Muller saw him first up and just waited 2 passes.
Diekmann's job in the red zone is just to kind of float around at the back and provide an option for the creative throwers. Ava Muller has been fantastic in this game. I mean, the one huck she had to Sontag should have been caught. That's maybe the throw of the game. And now she just sees that Diekmann's all alone in the back and snaps a little blade. And just love that possession from Germany overall. They open up with a little 2-person game in the open side lane. They send Walczak deep. Diekmann gets that free under. And then right back to Walczak up the line, and they're already at midfield.
Absolutely, and the French defense totally flat-footed there. Anselin didn't know where to go. There was a little bit of decoy there. Diekmann took it. Thank you very much indeed. More of that from Germany, and this is going to get very tight in the next 10 or 15 minutes, Charlie.
Yeah, that's now 8 clean holds in a row. Both offenses on fire.
Okay, Germany going to put it into play again. Herken's been outstanding. Here comes France. Germany will be pushing for a big turnover here. Floats down. France progressing forward. Bevignier comes across to Roulet. Wow, closely to an intercept. But Stangenwick good enough here. Stangenwick again. Cross here to Roulet. Down the line she goes to Lachey. Lachey looks inside. Bevignier props for a moment.
Pick call to Stack. It's going to bring things to a halt for the moment. Really like the patience with the French.
Yeah, they're certainly very controlled, aren't they? They're not snatching at things today. Down the line they come. Bevignier looking around the corner. Lachey on the end of it. Borchkolowski. Again, another little interference midfield.
Yeah, Schlurge gets picked by Sontag coming through, trying to stay with Stangenek.
France happy just to control in the midfield, and that was just a total giveaway. I'm not sure what Podkolowski was thinking, and it was an absolute error by him. And here's the big opportunity around the corner, and what a grab by Germany. Herkens does it. Germany are back, it's 9-all, Charlie.
Wow. Paul Herkens has been a star for this German side today, and they just force a little bit of a miscommunication on the reset here. You see Herkens just kind of jumping that lane, causing Bonnet to go the other direction. Wojciechowski thought he was already open, so he threw to where he believed Bonnet would be going. And then Bonnet kind of lazy in transition, and it means Herkens gets completely free. And not ideal throw here, but Herkens secures it going to the ground with 2 hands, and we're all tied up at 9s.
Wow. The sense of relief, I'm sure, as he went crashing to the ground with that disc in hand, safely secured. So Germany are coming back. 9 apiece, bronze medal at stake, 30 minutes on the clock, just on.
That's the first turnover since the German offense gave it up with the score tied 4-4, and France got the go-ahead break.
Just wide. Bevignier then will bring it out. Here come the French. Roulet is there. Once again, this combination. Roulet offering some options as they go up the corner to Podskolovsky around the corner, just out of the grasping hands. Bevignier. Podskolovsky again around the corner. Nice, under control at the moment. France looking good, coming forward. Stenguenek back, Stenguenek again. Here's Bonnet, round the corner, miscommunication. First time we've seen that between those two.
Yeah, just a poor throw from Bonnet, who's starting to have a bad game at this point. I mean, he's been crucial at times for the French offense, but too many mistakes and some defensive lapses.
Oh, that's brilliant. The French trying to get all over that at the moment. Not to be done. Greenwald goes long. Walczak down here. Walczak, if anybody can control it, she can. Wowee. Walczak, elusive. Just misses.
So close. Herkins just a little too much on the throw. But the Germans have ratcheted up the defensive pressure. They've made difficult time for the handlers in the reset space. You're starting to see the French forced to take some more difficult throws. We saw Bonnet try that inside forehand. That has to be so precise. They need to settle back down. They got tight late against the United States as well after nearly tying the game yesterday in the semifinal.
Roulet. Bevignier. Roulet again. Germany trying to get all over them. Wallison out there.
Looks like Stahl's going to be coming in on 5 here. Good opportunity for the German defense, but quick reset.
Bevignier. Roulet. Wallison trying to get to it. Can't. Down the line. Bonnet. Roulet. Podskolovsky. Always mischievous around the field. Looking for some options. Bonnet. Bevignier. Whoa, that was close. Germany pressing through Metzger. Just eludes him. Germany pressing here. They're ramping up their defense, pushing the French back, and once again, Diekmann all over him at the moment. Bevignier good enough to get away, making some space. Midfield. Here comes France. Valet just pops for a moment. Now moves by the French, going forward. They're ignored at the moment. Bevignier. Oh, big effort there. Greenwald trying to get involved and trying to upset this French attack. Bonnet. Bevignier. Bonnet. They're not getting over the advantage line at the moment. France, Germany just pushing them hard. Bonnet again. Podskolovsky, little 1-2. Podskolovsky looking inside. Bonnet getting dangerous. 4 French players inside the end zone at the moment. And there's one of them. Not quite. Bonvoyer looking for some options. Inside, little chip, can't go there. Bevignier looking, the count's on. Got to go wide. Relieving France.
The pressure.
Roulet goes wide. And that is very nice. Thank you very much indeed. Valet will come away with that. So France, what a patient series of phases was that, Charlie?
Oh my goodness, what a grinding possession for the French offense. They had to work so hard for every pass. The Germans bringing the best defensive pressure we've seen all game. They got the one turnover, couldn't convert after Greenwald sent it too long to the deep space, and then the French. 36 passes on that possession to get into the end zone, by far the most in this game.
Incredible. Well, I tell you what, they're leaving nothing out there, these teams. France 10, Germany 9. Up a break, France. The German defense, they're just ramping it up here. This highly creative French attack. So Germany now want to try and get one back. Muller, Charles.
The German offense has scored in under 10 passes on 4 straight possessions.
Muller again down the line. Schutz. Muller, Schutz, Walczek. Perkins was there. Diekman is there. Aber Muller is there.
Some sort of call.
Here's Anselin again in the middle of it.
A pick call.
This is Anselin. The French captain. He's always got something to say. We saw it the other day against Colombia, Charlie.
Choose, Steve? Steve, does France get to choose what happens?
France can choose to recall.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
I
what
see.
thought.
That's what the marking is.
Okay.
There was too many on
Recall?
the field.
Okay.
Too many players on the field for Team Germany.
So there's no
Now,
official-
confusion. The teams have to switch back and forth between having 4 men and 4 women on the field. It's always 7 on the field, so it's a 4-3 ratio, ABBA, as you know. And so sometimes you can get confused, and an accident there is they had too many on the field.
You have 5 right now.
In ultimate, that's not a turnover. You just restart the point, or as we heard from the game advisors, is an option to continue
Okay,
play, but they will say they will re-pull
Just don't
here.
clear the field. No, there's no whistles. We just start as quickly as we can.
Okay.
Coach is out.
Coaching
Go,
error,
go.
Charlie? Coaching error?
Yeah,
as soon as they're
I
ready.
think probably the players just not identifying what the correct ratio was in that case.
10-9 it is France.
Most of the time, players catch that before the pull goes up, but once in a great while, you see that happen.
Here come Germany then. Charles. Perkins. Muller. Wow. Just saves it. Incredible. Or do they? Diekman on his knees. Gives it away. Reckons he didn't get it. Sportsmanship aplenty. Here we go. Big run. Just inside. Diekman is there. Perkins. That is fantastic by France. And they come away with a notable goal.
What an incredible shot to Ruel.
Ruel does it. Diekman was there as well. He covered some ground.
An absolute bomb from Gaël Ancelin right after the turnover, not wasting any time, challenging the taller defender. And Ruel goes up early. Diekman, no chance, and that is massive for France as they go back up by 2. Quickly taking advantage of the German mistake and applying maximum pressure with the huck.
So France then just showing the creativity, and you can hear the French crowd in the background. Red, white and blue, they scream. It's 11-9 to France.
Germany up against it now.
Lachey. Deep into the huck. Germany's got to convert every opportunity now. Muller coming downfield. Walczek on the end of that safely. Diekman is free midfield if she wants to go there. I don't know what Walczek was thinking. She's given it straight back to the great man.
Charlotta Shaw falling to the turf.
Anselin has got it. Exactly what he wants, midfield with his team up 2 against Germany. Anselin, this guy has just worked this team so hard. Bonnet, Anselin. France again, this slow, steady drive up the field. Lachey, Anselin, great defense by Germany. Brilliant by them.
It's always Schlur.
Always Schlur. Fantastic. So Germany have possession. All is not lost for the Germans, but they've got to convert this. They're going long. Diekman is there. They get it.
Conrad with the laser beam forehand into the end zone for Diekman, and that is massive for the Germans. They were on the brink of going down 12-9 and facing elimination, and now they've extended this game as Conrad lays out across the lane. Throw should have never gone up there from Anselin. He's got to recognize that Conrad is in position to poach, and then Schlur collects and just blasts one to the end zone.
And just like that, Germany is back. Bronze medal action here at the World Games 2025 in Chengdu. This highly creative French team. And now it's going to just come down to minimum errors, Charlie. And emotional control as well, I would suggest. Pressure is on. Germany finished 4th at the last World Games. They were so bitterly disappointed.
And this is a timeout both for Germany to talk about what they want to do on these next couple of possessions, but it's also buying some rest for their top players to go back out on the line after a long, hard point that they just played. Keep in mind, we are not taking heat breaks in this game, as we've got overcast skies and a little bit cooler temperatures right now. So players are not getting that 4 minutes, 3 minutes off at this point in the game, kind of entering the quote-unquote 4th quarter. So the timeout from the Germans to be able to get players like Conrad Schlur back on the line.
And as they do, the French are waiting for them. And the Germans, I think, making sure that they've got the right number of players out there this time. So Herkens then pats this beautiful turf here at the Chengdu Sports University Complex. History beckons for one of these two teams. European team onto the podium for the first time ever at the end of this match. Which will it be, Germany or France? France for the moment, up 11-10. Germany not going away. Muller, Herkens, the big pull.
Wonderful pull into the wind.
Here comes France.
The German pressure has been immense the last 2 D points they've played.
Metzger all over Benvenu at the moment. Roulet there as well. Metzger still up in their faces. Schall trying to get involved here. Can't. Bonnet around the corner. Long. They've got him covered. Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant by Podkolowski. Unbelievable. And that could be the game changer. You cannot coach that sort of stuff. That is just brilliant under the circumstances.
One of the skies of the year. Bonnet just sends it deep. Herkens has plenty of time to get underneath this. He fights and actually wins position. And Sokolski.
You can't coach that sort of stuff, Charlie. That is just down to the brilliance of the player on the moment.
Unbelievable play from Sasha Poit-Sokolski for his 2nd goal. Somehow winning the one-on-one against the best defender on Team Germany. And they are now 1 goal away from a bronze medal.
So France then, the roar in the stadium goes up. Game face on. France got to close it out. Germany got to come back and answer immediately. Here come the Germans. Sontag sent it down to Muller. Diekman's gone for a run. They've seen him up the top end. Diekman goes again. Muller looking around at Sontag. Sontag. Brilliant stuff by Schutz, gets away. Diekman is back just to help out at the moment. Schleur has gone for a run. He's going to have to motor, but he can't get on the end of it. Diekman came back. Schleur went to the end zone.
They just wanted to relieve the pressure, get the offense off the field in a hurry, just a little too much on it. Sun's starting to come out here in Chengdu, and the French, with a defensive possession with some of their best O-line players on the field, an opportunity to close out a bronze medal.
And here they come. Anselin is out there as well. Benvenier goes across. Saint-Guignac down the line. France moving. There's action up the front if they want it. Just consolidating at the moment. Anselin. Benvenier just going to accept this. In front of Sontag. Sontag trying to get in his face. Can't. Wow. Close. Brilliant. There's options up front if they want it for the French. Can't go there at the moment. Round the corner they go. Anselin now. This could be it. And that could be a gold medal. And she's done it again. It's incredible. France are there. They've won the bronze medal. France win in an incredible bronze medal match, Charlie.
A moment to remember for the French. And as special as it is to win a gold on the beach or a gold at the junior levels, a medal at the World Games might just mean more.
And for Germany, once again, the heartbreak of it all. Fourth last time, and they're back into fourth position again this time round, Charlie. France, seventh at the last World Games, now up onto the podium. Germany rue their opportunities, and that last desperate throw down here to Schleur that just went crashing to the turf. Germany in fourth position, France win.
A valiant effort from the Germans. They played so well in the middle of that game, got to level at 9-9 with incredible defensive pressure, but just a few too many mistakes from their offense. The French able to take away some of the reset opportunities. Germany looking long and turning it over deep one too many times. Credit to the handler play from Team France. Paul Benvaillant, Salomé Rallet, Gaël Anselin down the stretch. Fantastic.
Absolutely. The French, tears of joy, and for the Germans, bitter tears as they rue opportunities. And well, it's a long way away, but they've got to think about next time again. France celebrate. It's been a massive rebuild by this team, and they come away with a memorable bronze medal here. France winning an epic battle. It had everything, Charlie, and what a fitting bronze medal finale for these two wonderful teams.
Just tremendous performances all across the board for the French. Léo Stangerek, 2 goals, an assist, and a block. Chloé Vallet with that beautiful shot to close out the first half. Sasha Poit-Sokolski with true heroics on the deep ball to get the break. Unbelievable. And the Germans devastated. Two cycles in a row, reaching the semifinals, and unable to come away with a medal after 2 straight losses in the bracket. And you think about the impact that this will have on the young players for this French side. We're going to see at least half this roster return in 4 years. And this could be the swan song for someone like Gaël Ancelin.
Walczak.
Walczak, I think, certainly going to be back 4 years from now. Maybe this is her at her peak, but still room to run for the German.
So there you have it, confirmation of the final score. France here, the World Games 2025 Chengdu, mixed ultimate flying disc. The bronze medal has gone to the French team. They've won it 13 points to 10. We'll take a break and we'll return with the important gold medal showdown at 17:30 local time when the defending champs, Team USA, take on Canada. We can't wait.